The White House says the U.S. has seized an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. Tensions between the two countries reaching a fever pitch. 1 week after promising land strikes on Venezuela, President Trump again signaled there's more to come.
We've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, large tanker, very large. Largest one ever seized, actually. And other things are happening.
CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata joins us from our D.C. bureau to talk about this. Charlie, good morning. What does this seizure signal about U.S. strategy towards Venezuela? One expert we spoke with earlier this hour said it really is about pressuring Nicolás Maduro. How do you see it?
Yeah, well, you know, Errol, it's just gone next level. There are even U.S. senators who are saying we're sleepwalking into a war with Venezuela, because when you start stacking up the sanctions against Venezuela that the United States has imposed, a $50 million bounty on his head for Nicolás Maduro for information leading to his arrest, obviously this massive military buildup that you and I have been discussing for months in that region, the boat strikes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, now seizing oil tankers. The oil, despite U.S. sanctions, is the largest source of revenue for Venezuela and for Nicolás Maduro. So you can see how relatively easy that is when you look at that video, right? These are special forces that were dropped down onto that oil tanker, no resistance whatsoever, as the military calls it, without incident. So no injuries on either side of that. And that's how relatively easy it is for that kind of military firepower, where you've got the Coast Guard, you got special forces, Marines were involved in that. Some of the aircraft, including those helicopters left from the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier, our most advanced aircraft carrier, the most advanced aircraft carrier in the world. So it is not a fair fight. If the United States continues to go after Venezuela's oil, like the Trump administration has already hinted that they will, then this is going to have a massive impact on Venezuela in general, and in terms of intimidation and more pressure on Nicolás Maduro, and cutting off a great source of revenue there. Because despite the sanctions, it's still producing something like 900,000 barrels of oil per day. So this is absolutely going to have an impact on the Venezuelan regime.
All right, Charlie D'Agata in our D.C. bureau. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.